What's going on, guys? DJ Bombos here, and today we're talking about the Chauvet DJ GigBAR Move, the newest in the product line of Chauvet DJ's GigBAR movement, and that launched sometime earlier this year. And today we're going to be talking about it. I've had this product for probably a month and a half or two since the lockdown started. I've not had a chance to take it out in the real world and play with it maybe during events, but I've had a chance to play with it at home and check it out, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about it. So in the package, this is what you get in the package, in the box, when you get the GigBAR Move. You get the Move itself, the bar with all the light effects. You get an IEC cable, you get an IRC6 remote control, a carrying bag, a tripod stand, a carrying bag for the tripod stand, foot switch, this guy right here, and user manual. These are the features that you get with the GigBAR Move. You get 2 power cans with RGB and UV. You get lasers, that's green and red, class 3R lasers, and then you get 2 Dolby effect lights with RGB. You get 2 10-watt LED moving heads with gobos in them, about 4 or 5 gobos. I'm not sure, we'll find out soon. I'm going to show you exactly all of these things. It has 4 strobe lights with UV and white light. Chauvet DJ GigBAR Move retails for around $800, $799.99, which is pretty much $800, which is a bargain for me in my book, because if you were to just go out there and buy all these light effects by themselves, you'd spend a whole lot more, and this one comes with all of that in one package. So some people have said it's pricey, but for me, I find it to be a bargain, because even just going with the route that I was trying to take, trying to get the GigBAR 2 and then get some moving heads, and I'd have to get some maybe totems to mount the moving heads and stuff like that. So I find that to be a bargain to have all this on one T-bar. When it comes to measurements, the GigBAR Move comes in at 43 inches wide, and I'm just talking about the bar itself. I'm not talking about the tripod stand or anything. It's just the bar, and it's 17.7 inches tall, and that's with the Dolby's facing all the way up and the moving heads facing down. So that's on the bar itself, that would be 17.7 inches. And it weighs 23.4 pounds. That's about 10.7 kilograms for our people in the metric world, or everyone else in the world except America. That would be 10.7 kilos. When fully extended, the tripod stand on the GigBAR Move goes all the way up to 8 feet, which I find very advantageous, because being a DJ, mobile DJ, you know that you don't want to have your lights all the way down here, blinding people. So you want the lights to go as high as possible. So 8 feet is pretty reasonable for me, and I like that feature very much. The fact that it can go, especially in venues where you have high enough ceilings, you can shoot the light all the way up above people's heads, and you'll just have a nice effect on the dance floor. And when things like lasers are concerned, you don't want lasers in people's eyes and photographs and stuff like that. So you can point the lasers all the way up and it will not be a problem. So that feature I like very much. So the other thing that I like about these GigBAR Move is the fact that you have a few different options for controlling the lights that you have on the fixture. So one of the ways is to use the foot switch. That can be come in handy, and the foot switch comes with the light, so that makes it very easy if you want to quickly just black out or put the fixture in music mode or just put it in auto. Very convenient. Also, it comes with an IRC6 remote, which makes it easy to set scenes and just quickly go through those different settings. Also, it can be DMX with a 3-pin DMX connector, and I'm using I've been able to use the my ADJ myDMXgo for that specific one to kind of see how much flexible the light is, and it has actually worked out great for me, because one of the videos that I watched before I bought the light was the fact that people were saying that you can't control the scenes and the moving heads just keep going crazy and stuff like that. But thankfully for me, I had in the past purchased the ADJ myDMXgo, and I've been using that to control it and get more out of the light than what comes in the package. And I'll show you how I configured that to make it work for me, but I like that a lot. And you get to personalize the scenes and personalize the settings and have it work for you the way that you actually want it to do. So, and here is the GigBAR Move in all its glory. So we have the 2 moving heads, our pack hands, lasers up here, fully adjustable. That could be moved up and down, and just depending on what your settings you want your settings to be. You have your dubbies, which are also fully adjustable. You can have those move and face whichever direction that you want them to go. And then on the back of it, we have an interactive LED display over here. We have a mic for sensitivity to pick up on sound. If you put it on sound active mode, there's the microphone that kind of picks up that. It comes with an IR6 remote, and that's the sensor over there. It has a DMX in and DMX out. 3-pin connector for the DMX over there if you want to DMX it. And then this is another feature that I like about it, having the power in and power out. So if you're linking other lights, if you're linking another bar with it, you can just go DMX in and out, power in and out. So right now the GigBAR is in auto mode, and this is how it's behaving. I'm going to just have it face the wall over there so you can see. So speaking of the interactive LED display, this is how it looks like. We go into menu over there, and you can see, if you can get it in focus, it has sound, DMX, slave, setup, auto, which is in auto mode right now. Go back to menu, sound. Okay, it seems to be. There we go. sound mode activated. You can go into master slave, DMX. I'm going to be showing you when DMX, how it works, how it operates, and all of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our settings, go into DMX, give it an address. I just gave it address 1, and shows that it has 3 different types of channels. You can go with 3 channels, 17 or 35. I went with 35 and it's selected on DMX. So, and go to the app myDMXgo. This is how the interface looks like in the myDMXgo app. And then you're going to configure the fixture. Mine is already programmed in here, but typically you go in here, you pick whatever the brand of the light is, and just give it the device name, mode, and then you will be able to add the fixture. You can see that mine is already added, GigBAR Move. So the ADJ myDMXgo is like a Wi-Fi like a Wi-Fi dongle. So it comes with its own Wi-Fi, and that's how it communicates with the tablet and also with the light fixture. So you're going to go in your connections and turn off your regular Wi-Fi and connect Smart DMX interface. If you can see it right there. There we go, connected. Sweet. Okay, so we're inside the myDMXgo app, and this is how the light is behaving. I'm going to be showing you in real time. As you can see, the strobes are on, the powers are on. They're doing a fade of some sort, and our moving heads are not moving at all. When I do that, you see that? So for those people that were saying that they don't like the GigBAR Move because of the fact that they cannot control the movements and the color changes, this is what I do, and you can see. And then if I do that, kind of a like it's swimming sort of. I don't know what the movement is called. We're going to have a pan. It's kind of in just one position, but just moving around like that. This is going to be an up and down like that. So you can make all the different scenes. And then if I go here, it's just kind of moving around like that. And this side of the app is going to be pretty much dedicated to the moving heads. If we do a sweep, it's going to do a sweep like that. So I put it all the way low so we can be able to film it properly. If that's the dice over there, it's just doing that movement over there. And you can adjust the movements of those by just, you go to the size and then you can make it bigger or smaller. We can go to the speed and make them go faster or slower. The shift, I don't know what that is, but you can always increase it and decrease it. And you can do a strobe too. You can see there's a strobe. And it's all on the app. I just have the app on my iPad, on my tablet. and kill the strobe. Here's the dimmer. And then when you hit that, it's just going to take you into for you to kind of just make a defined area of where you want your movers to go. And that's just to stop them from moving. So it has all these cool things. I'm not going to go into a deep detail of what the app does. That's another video all in itself. But we have this side for the power cans. If you want it to do a chase, it's doing a chase right now. Just going to point it to us so we can see. So it's doing a chase. And if you want the chase to go in the opposite direction, you can do that. When you hit the car, this is what happens. And then we have a rainbow and some sun. Not sure what that is, but this is what happens. It's like a fade. Disco ball. Again, I'm not sure what that is, but we have it on there. We have this effect. We have that effect. And there's a dimmer on the side. See, they all went to sleep with that dimmer. And then there's another dimmer over here which just dims everything. So you have a few different ways to control it. Put it halfway so it's not blinding our eyes. And then we have a color wheel where you can just choose. You can just go choose what kind of pattern you want them to go. So I've selected all of them, and then it's just going to go in picking colors in that order that I chose on the color wheel, but you can make it as interesting as you want. And then so yeah, you can do a whole lot of things. As you can see, the settings are endless. And then if you want to control them, if you even want to go more detailed and control the fixtures here, you can see individually. I'm going to show you how to do that. So before we were stuck with kind of what the app was doing and what it was telling us, but when you go into the fixtures mode, let me backtrack. That was live. So this is live. And when you hit that over there and you go into fixtures, it allows you to control the fixtures individually. So I've put all the values at 0 at this moment, which is basically a blackout, but I had to do that manually. And so let's start with the lasers. Here come the lasers. Not sure if you can see that, but that's what's going on. So the lasers are fully on, and this is a strobe control for the lasers. And that's our pattern if you want them to move around. So we have the lasers going, and onto the strobes. There we go. So that's the strobe dimmer right there. You can go as bright as you want it to be or as dim as you want it to be. That's the white strobe, and you can This is the pattern. So many different patterns you can choose from. And then you can take that out and introduce the UV in the strobe. And then you have strobe speed all the way to an actual strobe. And then here comes the moving head. That's the pan for moving head 1. And this is the tilt pattern for moving head 1. Moving head dimmer, we have it on white right now. Going to point it to the wall like that. And then, yeah, we have a strobe again. And then you can go through the colors. Let me just have it go the other way so you can. Yeah, so you can see. And let me have the other moving head go over there as well. It's not out of dim, so let me choose the other colors. And you can see it goes through the colors pretty nicely. Take it out of dim, put it in strobe, or take them out of strobe. You can pick the gobbles onto the derbies now, off, and then through the colors red, green, blue, and then a mixture of the 2, a mixture of the 3. And that's on number 1. You can do the same on number 2. Strobe if you want them to strobe. On number 1. Strobe on number 2. Rotation if you want the derbies to rotate. Derby rotation right there. You can see the reflection on my tablet. Strobe rate, all kinds of settings in here. So we have our lasers going, we have the strobes going. In UV, you can put them in white. You have the derbies going as well. So lastly, we have the powers. This is power 1. And we have colors dedicated to each color is dedicated to a channel. So power 1 red, and you dim all the way to full on. That's the red. Next is going to be the green, and then the blue, and then UV. And then again, you can make it as bright or as dim as you want it. And then that's the strobe rate right there. So if you want it to strobe in blue, onto power can number 2, that comes red, green, blue, UV. So let's set both of them on UV. And that's just how it looks like. As high as we want it to go. And then you can do some nice color mixing in there. Let's make some nice color mixes, add some red, gives us kind of a white, then back to red. So that's it really. The possibilities, like I said, are endless. And we have our moving heads doing their thing. Let's move them around a little bit. Tilt. Have them face us over here. And then tilt the other one as well. Have it face us. There you go. Now let's do some panning. See that? Control. You wanted control? They gave you control. There you go. Maybe tilt it a little bit. So, there we go. Chauvet DJ GigBAR Move. I like it. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The Chauvet DJ GigBAR Move. Do I like it? I love it. Why? Because of all the things that I've just shown you. I'm going to name a few of the reasons that I love it. But to answer your question about who is it for? Me, the mobile DJ, a one-man or one-woman show, small productions, that's who this bar is for. Because it's very easy to set up. It has 5 different effects in one, and you set up once and that's it. And it's easy to control using the remote control that comes with it. The foot switch, you can go on the back of it and actually manipulate it like that. You can use the app. You can actually hook it up to your DMX controller and control it that way. I'm using my ADJ myDMXgo and controlling it that way. Do I need to do some more practice? Yes, I do. I'm pretty new to DMXing, and you know, but maybe this pandemic will give me the time that I need to get my affairs in order, so to say. But yeah, it's pretty easy for a person like me who has no detailed background in DMXing. It's pretty solid for me. So I like that, and I like that it could be hooked up to other lights. You can have the previous version hooked up to this, and they will be mirroring each other, doing pretty much the same thing in master slave mode. So that's nice. It comes with carrying bags. I will show you somewhere where how the carrying bags look like, and it comes with its own T-bar, so you don't have to buy another T-bar and tripod stand and stuff like that. So that's nice. And it has multiple pre-programmed scenes in case you don't want to DMX. You can just let it do its thing and you will still be impressed. So that is why I love this gig bar right here. Before I go, there's one thing that I really don't like about this light. Yes, of course, there had to be something that I don't like about it. And I hope Chauvet DJ, you guys are listening. It comes with a 6-foot IEC cable that hooks up to the back and goes into your power extension. And this thing can go all the way up to 8 feet. So I don't think they thought about that when they gave us the 8-foot cord. But that's just about the only thing that I really don't like about this light. We need 12 or more 15 feet of IEC cable so that we can be able to, you know, put it as high as possible to get the most out of it. Other than that, I love the light. And if you like the video, give it a like, comment, let me know if you have questions, and if I can find the answers, I'll answer the questions for you. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.